All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about subscriptions. I have a bunch of supplement brands, a lot of subscription brands, and I found that there isn't a lot of content online about how to think about subscriptions. And so I wanted to take time to take this video, especially as we onboard a new brand and migrate them to a new subscription platform, and kind of just give you a introduction to how you should think about subscriptions with some beginner, medium, and advanced use cases. So I'm going to go over just kind of how to think about it, the strategy of it, how you can implement it on any platform, and how I'm using specifically Skio to implement, our subscription program. And so yeah, I'm going to share my screen and just walk through a couple things. So, what are the goal of subscriptions? Your goal is to number one, increase subscription count. Number two, increase AOV, average order value of current subscribers. And number three, reduce churn. People want a subscription mode because when you have a lot of subscriptions, you have a guaranteed set of revenue and thus profit every single month. If you have 1,000 subscriptions and you got a $70 value order, you have $70,000 every single month, minus any churn you're facing. That does a lot for forecasting inventory and cash flow, for reducing headaches and stress and kind of like survival. And obviously it adds a certain multiple to your business. So for certain brands and certain business models of e-commerce, subscriptions are literally everything. I can't stress that. I can't stress that enough. And so, diving into these goals, how do we think about increasing subscription count? Okay, the number one thing is having a good offer. Okay, and this video is not to talk about offer structuring because that is an operational decision that needs to be decided and baked into the core foundation of your angle and offering for the product itself. A retention specialist isn't necessarily doing that. We're usually coming to the table working with what you have. An offer is subscribe and save 22 versus 27 one-time purchase. Very seamless on the UI UX here. You get 240, you're saving $6. You're saving the same amount every time, right? Whatever that is. Saving 31, saving 37, an increasing offer, right? So this is a bare bones offer. Okay. What else are we getting? Delivers 1 month free shipping, pause or cancel anytime. So the notions are really just free shipping, and then you can pause or cancel. You don't have to call or email or some sketchy MRR, rebill scam. This is what everyone usually does. They just add on, like some, really simple CL subscriptions, what these guys are using. Some just simple product what they're not really doing really anything. And then they're kind of scared as well about emailing current subscription customers because they don't want to face more churn. They don't want to send them sales either because they'll just go off subscription, churn, buy the sale, and then maybe even stock up or not even go back on subscription again. So let me show you a brand who, is creating a very deep offer. And we're going to refer back to this brand over time with subscriptions. This brand is Earth Fed Muscle. Okay, what is their offer? 15% off every shipment, easy to manage via text, free shipping over $150, access to VIP promo deals, early access to new products, automatic delivery of your favorites. And you also get free gifts. And I'm going to teach you how to do this. Shipment 2, free sample. Shipment 4, free shaker bottle. Shipment 6, free t-shirt. Okay, so this is accomplishing a couple things, okay, depending on how you spin it with this brand. One, they have a very advanced subscription offer, okay? They have a subscription that is funneling people through their retention ecosystem into their VIP membership and loyalty rewards program. Because part of that program is de facto subscription equals VIP, and VIPs get early access to new products and access to VIP promo deals. They're going to make a segment and say, anyone on subscription, add that audience to any campaign sends for early access to new products. Give them advance ahead of time notice. Hey, new product launch. Hey, you're going to get access to this sale. These people are not afraid of doing sales because they're offering certain products on subscription, right? And then in these other products that are not on subscription that are doing sales, they're saying, hey, get access to it, and we're going to give you access, better access, as in like an earlier sale day and an improved offer. So they're probably going to give them extra percent off for being on subscription. So this is like a gangbuster offer for subscriptions. This isn't something the email marketer, the retention specialist, maybe the head of retention, though, alongside the head of growth, is deciding what to do and implement, right? And furthermore, this allows room for upsells, right? If you're offering these free gifts in between shipment 2, 4, and 6, you can say after shipment 2, hey, did you like these brownie point bars? Do you want to add it on to your current subscription? And that leads us to our next point, increasing AOV of current subscribers. One thing I do want to show you really quickly is this VIP, right? So customer thank you, encourage repeat purchase, VIP flow. So generic diagram, it can get a lot more advanced than this, but if a purchase equals 2 overall time, you're pushing someone to get to 4 purchases or 5 purchases, right? Because once you hit 5 purchases according to this flow, purchase equals 5 overall time, you're now a VIP. They get a VIP discount. They're getting funneled into that program. Another way to shortcut this program is to be part of the brand subscription, right? So when you're working with a retention expert, you can decide like, hey, if they go on subscription, do they get to skip the line? Or are they going to still get these emails, right? Like after a second purchase, it triggers the VIP thank you. And it's like, hey, you're one step closer. That's up to you to decide. But understand that in this retention ecosystem, and the ecosystem is email, SMS, VIPs, membership, loyalty, reward programs, subscriptions, like customer experience in some ways, support and stuff like that, communities, online and in real life meetups, all that. And there's probably like 3 or 4 I'm missing for a retention ecosystem, right? So anyway, let's go back to subscription strategy outline. No. So increase subscription count. So you have the offer, right? I kind of skipped ahead to 2. Let's stay on number 1. Increasing subscription count, you're going to have a good offer. Secondly, you got to ask people to be on subscription. You have to do that constantly in the campaigns. If we go to right here, sorry. We doubled the subscription count of this brand. They're like a liquor brand by asking people to join the vault, the CWS vault. Join the vault today and enjoy an instant $10 savings on your first month's membership. As a vault member, you'll gain 10% off site-wide on every order, exclusive loyalty points to score more discounts, and free shipping on orders over $100. Special offers and mystery gifts, right? So part of thinking about a subscription program is realizing how much work is involved on top of having a good offer, right? If you're going to offer subscriptions, does that offer mean that you are going to be, entering them into VIP programs? This is extra campaign work you have to do. If you're offering early access to sales and early access to product launches, you have to create additional campaigns with those messaging to these audiences and say, hey, subscribers, get early access, right? So if you think about a product launch or a sale cadence is 3 to 5 emails, you now have to deal with 10, 12, even 15 emails. So subscriptions are a lot of work because they are interlaced as email and SMS is to your retention ecosystem. So increasing subscription counts has a lot to do with the offer and how you communicate it, right? But it's worth it. Secondly, increasing the AOV of current subscribers. So how do we actually do that? We have to upsell people, right? And I'm going to probably go over that later in this video. So there are ways to increase the average order value, and it's by giving them samples of the product as they are a subscriber. They're called like free gifts, and then upselling them and asking them to add additional products to their subscription, either one time or in a recurring manner. So there's a lot of technicality involved into that, and I will show you how you could actually do that. 3, reducing churn. So to reduce churn, one way I've seen people do it, and surprisingly a lot of brands don't do this, and it's just having a consistent campaign cadence. People who are currently on subscription need to be continuously sold to. That's why you are adding them to your retention ecosystem, right? And giving them more offers besides a 15 to 20% off every month. So reducing churn means educating them and getting them continuously excited. So when you have really good, really valuable emails, you are reducing churn. You are also awakening old subscribers who were on a subscription in the past or were old buyers. They were unengaged. When you do product launches, when you have different offers, when you have really good content, churned subscribers and just churned LTV'd, whatever, people who have bought in the past who had a certain LTV that may have been maxed out on average, they will reawaken. So just having content out there is going to do some work. Okay. Secondly, make it worth it. And that means making the intervals worth it. So if you think about churn, why does churn actually happen? Churn happens because they're not getting value from the product. And let's look up a brand that I actually have subscribed and like not subscribed to in the past, like unsubscribed. Okay. So I love this matcha brand. They have really good high quality matcha. Okay. Here we go. So people, this is the typical customer journey. Okay. People go on subscription to get 20% off. Okay. After 4 weeks, they say, sick, I love this product. It's going to come again. I forgot to, cancel my subscription because I just wanted 20% off. And then they get the second order and they're like, okay, I still probably had a little bit left over because this 30-day use, 30 days later, I already have a new product. Like, okay, well, I really like this. So now 60 days later, they already have like 1.5 packets left and they don't know what to do with it. Or they have like 1 1/3, or like they're still on that second one. They cancel. Okay. They cancel because they have too much of your product and they're not using it enough. So what can you do to combat that? You have to give them different options. Okay. That means on the delivery cadence. That means on having dynamic bundles or static bundles, something that actually matches the customer journey. So giving someone an option like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, which is where I fall in line, honestly, because I travel a lot. I'm not having matcha every day. I would never churn. What I do instead, because I'm so varied with my use, is I just buy a couple bulk instead, because I don't want to be liable for this recurring $50 charge. Is it going to break the bank? No, but it's freaking annoying to have all these matcha powders like stocked up and I'm not using them. It's like you're staring at a waste of money, so you don't want to let your clients stare at a waste of money. And to do that, you have to give them cadence and delivery options. And that is a component of the offer. And so it all really comes back to the offer. If you have a really good offer, you're going to increase subscription count. Number two, you kind of have to do extra work for, and you're going to reduce churn. Okay. So, the offer itself of subscription, I want to really stray away from that discussion, but it has to be touched on a lot, as I said before, in order to like fully give you the scope of how you can think about doing subscriptions. Okay. So that is the goal of subscriptions. Okay. So let me now share with you how we can think about communicating this via email for your customers. Okay. So when you work with someone like Skio, which I really like, sell subscriptions without ripping your hair out. Skio is trusted by brands like Look at IV, Bulletproof, Milk Bar, Barstool, etc. You can request a demo. They're great. They have, I think they're backed by Y Combinator. I work personally with Aiden, and I work with Hayden's probably somewhere in here. I work with Adrian Balukamar. I've talked to Tyler, I think his name is, the head of product. Here's Adrian right here. I love the team. They're super solid dudes, and I haven't met the engineers, but I guess I did meet the head of product. So I have, and I've had them walk through the product intimately. I use it on multiple brands. I love Skio because they make subscriptions easy. Recharge, they have really poor analytics. They have like none, honestly. Skio has very robust analytics. I can't share with you the analytics portal because I will be divulging my client data, which I don't want to do, but they can walk you through a demo. You can request a demo and they will like show you, everything. Like you can see some of the stuff here, right? They have like a very robust data platform that's getting better and better. They have segmenting and audience analysis that's very akin to Klaviyo. And the best use cases are some of those goals I wanted to accomplish, which was the number 2, increasing AOV. They are the masters of this. And let me show you why. So first off, let's go into subscription strategy outline. Okay. So this is a base case. It gets more complex from here. So this subscription strategy outline is a diagram of a flow funnel map based off triggers set through Skio integrated with Klaviyo. So it's a metric that's like a Skio notification or like a Skio metric trigger. Something happens on Skio, we notify them via Klaviyo. Okay. So the first one, and like we can go to Klaviyo and you can see all of these look at all these, dude. It's a lot. New subscription created, sub order renewed, surprise and delight. We'll go over that. Quoting order, billing notification, card expiration. There's a lot here, right? So let's go back to Figma. Activation on a new customer. So someone subscribes to you and now they get a very simple email that's like plain text. And it's just like, yo, thanks for subscribing. Okay. So part of reducing churn, as I said, is communicating, right? And so that's happened on the campaigns as well as these initial flows. So activation of a new customer immediately after first new subscription. Confirm purchase and give them a preview. These are highly designed emails. They look beautiful. It's a letter from the founder. Thank you, what to look out for, benefits, basic subscription management. So you're teaching them how to use the portal for your Skio or subscription platform, the basic benefits of subscribing and what to look out for. So like you're notifying them about the VIP program, potentially all the other offers they can get used to, etc. This is a more in-depth, like how to manage your subscription and the benefits, the perks, the perk or the usage. Part of the offer, right, is like your product, obviously, and you need to explain to them how to use it and get the most use out of it, right? So like part of this activation is like a very active educational approach that's very intimate because they just subscribed and they just became your best friend, right? So you want to treat them like a best friend and be as or a partner or a lover, honestly, and just communicate them as much as possible about the product and usage. The founder journey. This is just indoctrination. Promoting usage adoption. Give ideas, advice, stories to increase adoption of your products. Similar to this. Unique product features. How is this different and why is this so awesome, right? Keystone craftsmanship. Exceptional ingredients. Freshness delivered. This is either indoctrination or education, right? Customer survey. Why did you subscribe? Collect that zero-party data and then use it for those angles on your front-end offer. Okay. Cancellation. Sent immediately after they cancel. Let's go over... Yeah, it's fine. So someone cancels, and this is probably going to be in the part 2 video, but there are ways to win back your subscribers. I actually have a win back flow that they recommend. It's a cancel series, and I'm going to institute this at some point. It's pretty easy. They just have a link that says restart my subscription, and it's easy to do this action. But this is part of like the cancellation flow that you could do. And what this is doing is just offering a pause instead of a full cancellation. But send a confirmation email acknowledging the cancel, ask a survey, use that, re-engagement, 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 re-engagement. Okay, so at a certain point, you don't want to bug these people, and it might not be a good use case to offer them to come back on subscription, right? That would be the win back flow. And we don't have a win back flow here because we don't need it right now, but it will be. This is a new client, and we want to do this for a few people, but we want to just really focus on this like initial onboarding, right? But there are ways to get people back on subscription, and one of those is doing a win back flow, but this is just a simple cancellation flow, right? Pause. Send immediately after. Confirmation email immediately after pause. Send a confirmation email acknowledging the pause, include a brief survey, clearly state the duration of the pause and when the subscription will resume, provide easy options. This is a great tactic too, to just like, allow people, options. Like instead of canceling, if they just pause it or they skip it for a month, they can also do that. That does everything to just like reduce churn. Re-engagement email, we're here for you. Share educational content, provide a gentle reminder, send a reminder about the upcoming reactivation, send a welcome back message, right? Upcoming order, send initial upcoming order reminder, provide order details. This is really important because people get charged on their credit card and their debit account. And this happens usually 3 days before, in this case, 7 days before shipment on the diagram. And it just lets them know you're about to get charged. Get excited. Your subscription's about to renew. And give them options to modify it, right? So this is like a reduction in churn strategy, is that upcoming order notification. Surprise and delight, upsell. So this deserves its own kind of cut. So give me 1 second. Okay, this is the actual Skio platform. If you look here, notifications, that billing reminder or upcoming order notification, it's right here. Billing reminder email. You can set the trigger, right? 3 days before. And then your next order is in 8 days. Look at that for Jane. That's how it will look. What you can do similar to Klaviyo is you can activate all these triggers, right? I'm not going to show you how to do that, but you can do that, okay? And then once you activate the trigger, Skio can do it for you. You then go here, and then you just you create a new flow and then then it shows up on Skio under metric triggers. So after you do the billing reminder and get it activated, let's see, where is it? Suborder renewed, right here. So here we go, billing reminder notification, right here, Skio billing reminder notification. That's the trigger. You can see a few people are starting to get this, and they're getting made aware that their order is going to be charged. Anyway, if we go back here, surprise and delight. So this goes back to the strategy around increasing AOV of current subscribers. So how do we do that? There's a couple different ways to position this. Okay, so this is a combination of a number 2 and number 3 goal and strategy. So this combats churn and it also increases AOV. Okay, so if you notice here on Earth-Fed Muscle, they have free gifts every 2nd, 4th, and 6th month. So the goal here clearly is to have someone at least on subscription for 6 months. These gifts are like surprise and delights, right? A surprise and delight is a gift on Skio. So surprise and delight right here. What you're doing is at whatever subscription interval you want to set, you are creating a surprise and delight or a gift. So it could be, on month 3, and it could be a complete surprise, So 7 days before shipment, include a teaser. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber. As a thank you, we are including X item in your next shipment. You don't need anything. Just enjoy it. 2 days after expected delivery, how best to use the gift, educate how to use, and then number 3, send an email asking about the experience of the gift. So what could that actually look like? You go here, surprise and delight. Hey, Skio demo, there's something extra in this month's package. We're excited to announce our very first surprise and delight. We partner with Epic Brands. Enjoy refreshing hydration packets from our friends at IQ Bar, right? So this is like a subscription box, and they're adding, a free gift here. And so I want to point out a key difference here. So what I showed you here is a surprise and delight where you are surprising the customer with a free gift. And why are you doing that? When they go to cancel in their customer portal, they're going to see upcoming order and they're going to see the free gift right there. So right there, when they go to cancel, they're going to see it. We're also going to notify them on email and say, hey, we're going to give you this free gift. Enjoy it. That's it. Okay. So like if they're going to go cancel in that 3rd month, and typically churn gets exponentially higher after the 3rd month, this is a way to avoid that and reduce it, right? And so the difference between a surprise and delight and what these guys are doing is it is not a surprise, right? It's part of their offer almost. The only difference is how they're angling it, right? So they're telling you right off the rip, on the 2nd shipment, we're getting this free sample. On the 4th shipment, we're giving you a free shaker bottle. On the 6th shipment, free t-shirt. And probably along the way, they're communicating that like, hey, you're almost there at shipment 2. You're about to get this. At shipment 4, we can't wait to give you this free shaker bottle, right? And so depending on how you want to angle it, a reduction in churn type of angle where you're like, hey, free gift, but you got to wait until you get the order processed. Or, hey, as part of our subscription package, we're throwing in these gifts every few months, right? That's the surprise and delight. So you gotta go to settings, apply surprise and delight rule before the next billing date, like that. Go to tools, okay, you got features, go to rules, new rule, surprise and delight, continue. On order number 3, add your free gift, add this, continue. Let's add a condition if you have any. There could be multiple. In this case, there isn't much. I'm just making a regular subscription. Submit. Boom. That will sync, and then you can add the trigger for a surprise and delight, and then notify them, right? So if we exit here, actually, I think I have it right here. When someone, boom, triggers that metric, it will fall here, and you just let them know about the free gift, right? And then you can notify them again about it, or in our case, we've just started setting this up. You can institute it in like this fashion. So let me go back. We're waiting for the customer to decide on what the surprise and delight gift should be. So like I said, we're in the process of setting that up with them. Okay, so you have your surprise and delight rule set. Okay, so now what? Well, you have the choice to upsell them now. So now you've reduced churn by giving them free gifts along the way 1, 3, 6, 9 months, 2, 4, 6 month, whatever. Now upsell them based on the surprise and delight gift. How do you do that? On month 4, there's an upcoming order notification email that we just went over. You can send them an early reminder highlighting the upcoming 4th order and reference the surprise gift. So they just enjoyed that free gift on month 3. So why not add that to their current subscription, right? And you could do this a million different ways, honestly. But like if you think about the possibilities of this, especially if you have a very subscription-oriented brand, this is like major sauce because you could just test products, add this free gift, and then upsell them the next month. Hey, I want to add that to subscription. Try another gift, ask if they want to upsell. You could just send out campaigns at current subscribers and say, hey, we have these new products. Let's upsell these people. You could do it one time or just add that product variant to their current subscription, right? So tease an exclusive offer coming soon. Love your free product. Here's an exclusive offer. Offer special bundle. Offer full-size product to their subscription at 30% off. This is just like a placeholder, right? So if you go to Fling, you go to Skio, go to quick actions, do a link that we can use in Klaviyo. It could be a universal link, but just do Klaviyo. It could be a flow or a campaign. Add a product variant to subscription. This product variant must have a selling plan that matches the subscription interval. This is key, goes back to the offer and other technicals on the setup. Add your product. Okay, it could be a one-time upsell or it could be recurring in nature, right? So either way you want to spin that, all you do is copy the URL and then so there's a couple of different ways to think about adding and where to add this surprise and delight like gift or like this upsell to your current subscription, but you can create a filter. I have it filtered under the upcoming order billing reminder. I set a conditional split. I did Skio billing reminder number or value count. Skio reminder notification value, it equals 3. So you add that there overall time. Let's save it. And then let's actually close this, delete that. And then you could add a time delay if it's yes. And then the billing reminder hits 3 days before, right? So you might want to do this before that. So it's up to you kind of like how you want to position this, right? This is kind of just showing you how to like think about doing this, right? So now you have so we just kind of talked about upselling based on surprise and delight gifts and surprise and delight. These are just like great, more advanced strategies. You have your renewed canceled subscription, immediate renewal confirmation. So confirm the renewal details. This is someone who just canceled in the past. This is great too. Dunning flow. This is new. So a big problem with subscriptions and churn is like someone's card just fails because it expired or something happened like fraud. So you can think of it as almost like not a chargeback, but something happened with the card. So the Dunning flow protects against that. You send an email within hours of the failed payment, use a friendly, non-threatening tone, clearly explain the issue, and provide easy update options. Send a follow-up email with more details. Offer multiple payment update methods. Emphasize the importance of uninterrupted product routine. Send an SMS reminder. Add a more urgent tone and a comeback, email. I believe on the advanced use cases they have this as well. The billing attempt failed. Recover outdated billing. This is a Dunning flow example. Update my payment info. Really simple, right? So, I mean, this is a really, I would say, intermediate flow set for this client. If we think about like executing a subscription strategy, there's a lot more we can do. And it's a combination of, like I said, campaigns and flows. And the follow-up to this will be kind of going through the designed emails and some of the more technical sauce of how it was executed and maybe even showing some results too, right? Because another part of this is analyzing like cohort retention. So like how has someone and certain cohorts of people who are on subscription at a certain number count, how have they retained and stayed on subscription over time, right? So that's kind of its own analysis, and a lot of that is done with a growth marketer or retention specialist, or like, you know, done internally. But there's a lot of data that you can use in Skio that I feel like a lot of people aren't taking advantage of. So this is just kind of like a beginner, intermediate introduction to how to think about subscriptions and subscription strategy. So I'm going to add this link to Gamma. I'll probably make it like, you know, under a newsletter filter. So you probably have to like subscribe to my newsletter or something in order to get access to this. And any subscription brand that's interested in kind of like, you know, ironing out the kinks in their subscription strategy, I'd love to help. So just send me a DM on Twitter at maxgrant __. I'm pretty easy to find, honestly. If you're watching this, you probably came from my Twitter. So yeah, that's kind of an intro to subscriptions. Highly recommend Skio. Highly recommend instituting these surprise and delight and upsell rules, and being really forthcoming about like the offer, and making it make sense of the customer journey, and giving them a really good like activation, getting them a part of like the VIP programs, and membership, loyalty, reward stuff you got going on, and really ingraining this into your business model, because it is so powerful to have that moat of subscription revenue. And this is a great way to kind of like actualize it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.